instantly start regretting my decision. There is no way I could show up in front of this beautiful girl slumped. I had to think of something quick. So what I did was, as soon as I got into the restaurant, I beelined straight to the toilet. Now I'm just sat there inside of the toilet trying to strategize. Like, bro, what do I do? And the thing is, the more I'm sat there, the more higher I get. Now, after a couple of minutes, I finally came to a conclusion, and that was, if I'm gonna sit in the toilet and stress out, it's just gonna make everything worse and I'm gonna miss the day. So I'm gonna force myself to act as normal as possible. Boom. I've made up my mind. I stood up confidently. I went to wash my face and refresh myself. I looked up at the mirror and I started laughing. Bro, I can't take myself seriously. I'm so high that I'm laughing at my reflection. Anyway, I try to act normal as I walk out the bathroom door, and I'm trying to look around for this girl. I open up my phone to try to call her to see if she was already in the restaurant, but I realized I was already 15 minutes late, and I already had a missed call from her. See, now I'm stressing. How am I 15 minutes late? I walk around the restaurant trying to find her, and I finally see her in the corner, sitting by herself, looking outside the window, just waiting for me to come. I feel like an absolute dickhead already, so I walk over to her, give her a hug, and apologize for being late. So we both sit down, and I start off the conversation with general things, like how was the drive here? Looking at the menu, asking her what kind of food she's into, the basic conversation. So we're 5 minutes into the date and everything's going well, but I just keep getting like, I am so 15 minutes into the date, I could barely keep it together. I was fried. Look, I don't know what kind of they were, but there's a reason to why we had to cancel the hike the first time we took him. The main reason I knew I was that was because I started overthinking shit to the max. Like, I automatically assumed she was mad at me because I was 15 minutes late, but I knew that was all in my head because she seemed like the sweetest girl and we were vibing. But after a couple of minutes, I was relaxed. Maybe a bit too relaxed. I was so relaxed and I forgot I was on a date, and I just started talking to her about some weird nerdy shit. I was sat there talking to this gorgeous girl about anime. Bro, how much of a virgin could I be? And when the food finally came, I didn't care about looking formal while eating, fam. I was so hungry, I was chomping down on my food. Why does food taste so good when you're high, bro? Anyway, we continued the date, had great conversations, and it's surprising, but I genuinely think the date went amazing. Both sat there laughing at the stupidest jokes. We're both just sat there vibing, having a good time, which kind of led me to believe that she already knew I was. So about an hour later, we finished our date and we're both walking over to my car, and she said something that changed everything. Do you mind if I smoke in your car? Oh, I don't really like the smell of cigarettes, I'll be real. I'm not talking about cigarettes. Nah, what? Why didn't you tell me? You smoke crack as well? No, I'm joking. But as she was lighting up the joint in the car, I was just telling her, fam, I was so nervous the whole time. And she told me that she already knew from the first 10 minutes, and the amount of relief I felt was monumental. But yeah, I got home and I got jiggy with her, and now she's a loyal subscriber of the Lilfried channel. But yeah, in conclusion, being high on a date is something I do not recommend.